CM Punk just made his return to Monday Night Raw and he's home where he belongs. So he got the first promo and AEW diehard fans are mad. Well, maybe I shouldn't say only diehard fans, but a lot of people were not satisfied with the promo. I wish it was longer. Giving only 6 minutes to CM Punk is a crime, but the overreaction is crazy. What did you exactly expect? Him talking about AEW? Then you would criticize him for that? And it's definitely not something Triple H would do anyway. A lot of people feel like the promo was basic and CM Punk didn't answer any questions, but if you actually read between the lines, he did. So yeah, when I finished with the promo, I felt like there was something missing. But after a couple of more rewatches, it's not nearly as bad as people are making it out to be. First of all, CM Punk just came back. There are a lot of emotions going on. Yet they're already teasing Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Seth Rollins is calling CM Punk a hypocrite while CM Punk is saying, I'm home. One thing that Triple H is trying to teach us is patience in pro wrestling. We'll get the pipe bombs, don't worry. It was all about coming back home. I do get your concerns, but at the end of this video, I'll talk about the entire promo and you'll understand that he actually said more than you think. So when it comes to this promo, by the end of it, I felt like I want more. On the other hand, I feel like him making an entrance and saying, I'm home, mic drop, would still be kinda enough. You know what I'm trying to say? So let's talk about one of the biggest episodes of Monday Night Raw. But before that, a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Surfshark is an app and browser extension that can change your virtual location. So instead of traveling to another country to watch something that is restricted in your area, you do it with a click of a button. Easier, isn't it? And that's something I do all the time. I subscribe to a streaming service and they don't offer me the same amount of content that, for example, UK version offers. So I change my location with a VPN and then I can watch anything. It also works for blocked apps and websites. Coming from someone that almost lost his channel to hackers, you should definitely use Surfshark for security. It masks your online identity and keeps you safe from anyone that wants to steal your personal information. Surfshark VPN encrypts your online data and keeps you safe on public Wi-Fi. And since it keeps your location and download history private, you can also send or receive files safely. You can also use Surfshark VPN to get the best deals when shopping online or buying flight tickets. And I highly recommend Surfshark One package. It comes with a VPN to protect your online privacy, Surfshark Antivirus to shield your devices from harm, Surfshark Search, which allows you to search the web privately, and Surfshark Alert, which will notify you in case of a personal data leak. And look, there is no risk in trying Surfshark, since they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. So take advantage and get an exclusive Surfshark Black Friday deal. The link is in description. Enter promo code thegreatoneyt to get up to 6 additional months for free. Welcome back to another episode of Greatness of Raw, and I'm honestly surprised. Like, I watched the promo and I was like, yeah, good, decent. We're going to learn more in the future. They're already planting seeds for Punk and Rollins, but it was all about CM Punk coming back and saying things like, I've changed, I'm home. And you can see that the promo was kinda real. I'm sure he doesn't know how to feel yet. He came back, hyped up the crowd, and left. Now we want more. Now we gotta watch next episode of Raw to hear more from CM Punk, and it's going to get better, trust me. But I logged into Twitter, or X, and now people are pissed, man. People are pissed, and it's not even fair. They're comparing this promo to his AEW promos where, you know, he was already in big storylines, big rivalries. The man just came back. Why would he in the slightest talk about AEW? And that's the thing that pisses me off about Die Hard fans. No matter what he said, you're still going to find a problem. He didn't mention AEW? Wow, hypocrite. Why didn't you mention AEW? Did you just forget about it? But if he did mention AEW, the same people would be crying too. Again, we're going to take a look at this promo at the end of the video. But Monday Night Raw kicks off with my goat, my love, my crush, Randy Orton. So Randy Orton came out looking as happy as ever, interacting with fans, just having a lot of fun. Man, that's what it's all about. Seeing Randy so hyped up, you know, you can tell that he feels like this shouldn't even happen right now. The injury was so serious that he's not taking this for granted. Orton welcomes everybody to Monday Night Raw. In his time away, he thought about his accolades, and there's a lot of those. And one thing he's never done is compete in war games. So as soon as Cody called him, he accepted. He also said he has unfinished business with the Bloodline. He has a bag full of receipts for every single member of the faction, and those receipts will come in the form of RKO. We see Rhea Ripley, and man, I was hoping for that RKO. Rhea is confused. Randy is not the type of guy to tag with anyone. She says the Bloodline has fallen while Judgment Day has risen as the most dominant force in WWE. War Games was a bump in the road as Judgment Day is dripping in gold. Orton says he watched the product. Mommy this, mommy that, well, Daddy's back. Daddy's back, baby. Oh yeah, he is. Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough blindside Orton from behind. But of course, Randy Orton takes care of it because he's Randy goddamn Orton. Man, I've missed seeing that RKO. He then informs Dominic that he's going to find Adam Pearce and he's going to make a match between Randy Orton and Dominic official. You know, honestly, I didn't expect that. I did not expect to see Randy Orton wrestling in his first episode of Monday Night Raw ever since he came back. So that's big, and he got the perfect opponent, Dominic Mysterio, one of the most hated WWE superstars of all time. Or I should say, it's fun to hate the dude. Like, you get the idea. And this promo from Randy felt really different. It felt a bit more real. Like, he was having a lot of fun. He was not talking really slowly. How everybody in this world is just kind of stupid, and I'm going to punk it. He was just having a lot of fun, and you love to see it. We got Jelly Roll, R-Truth, and R-Truth thinks that, you know, there's some Jelly Rolls. You get the idea. R-Truth is hilarious again. That's the thing, by the way. R-Truth is funny again. Even this Judgment Day segment where he felt like he is going to be the 5th member for War Games and the War Games already ended, and then he's like, oh, and Randy's back, that's exciting. R-Truth is funny again. I never liked his dance break stuff and all of that shit, but when he's being delusional, it's just absolutely hilarious and it never gets old. Of course, we got this big tag team turmoil #1 contenders match, and good stuff, very entertaining. The Creed brothers were the absolute highlight of this match, and they actually even won, so this is going to be good, and I'm already invested in this tag team. They're going to face the Judgment Day for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships. They feel like a more serious Alpha Academy. They also kind of remind me of American Alpha. They have that Olympic wrestling vibe going on. Damian Priest feels like the Judgment Day are angry at him because he was the team leader and they lost the match, but the Judgment Day ensures him that everything is fine. It was just one match. I'm not sure if I'm buying it. I think there will be some problems. Then we saw Cody Rhodes, and my man cut a really good promo, talked about what happened, talked about Randy, how much Randy Orton meant to his career. He even got emotional talking about War Games because, as you guys know, War Games was created by Dusty Rhodes, and he got to be in that match and win that match. So, you know, Cody is a good promo, nothing new right here. It just feels real. And then he declared that he is going to be in the Royal Rumble match. The lights go off. We see Shinsuke Nakamura, and it seems like this whole time he was targeting Cody Rhodes. So Shinsuke attacks him from behind, red mist. People don't get disappointed. This is going to be good. Also, one thing you need to realize, all the reports said before that people have no idea of who Shinsuke Nakamura is targeting. So I believe this whole time WWE did this to kind of make you believe he's targeting CM Punk, to give you that tease, but this is kind of a twist. And I feel like this rivalry is going to be good. I mean, Cody's not doing anything anyway, so finally he moved on from the Judgment Day. The matches are going to have an interesting vibe, and it's good for Shinsuke. I know some of you expected a return, you know, because Shinsuke is targeting someone. Look at it this way. Outside of kayfabe, it was kind of about CM Punk. You got CM Punk, and now Shinsuke just entered the rivalry. It's as simple as that. Bronson Reed versus Ivar delivered. That was a good match. Wouldn't expect that. Like I've said, I'm really loving this Ivar singles run. I know it's just because his partner is injured, but it's kind of working. So the match ended in no contest because they got counted out, and then they started fighting outside of the ring and, you know, dropping all of these security guards. That was hilarious. That was great. Like, I'm telling you, Ivar is so good right now. I don't even know if I want to see this tag team anymore. Then we got Nia Jax versus Zoe Stark, and it's like, I get it, I knew that Nia Jax is going to win, but Zoe Stark just lost the match for the World Heavyweight Championship, so I still kinda had hope. I mean, she's far better than Nia Jax. Of course, Nia Jax won, as expected, but I gotta give it to her. Her finisher looked safe, so she did learn something. You know, I'm sure all the social media records that CM Punk broke is something that WWE are not taking for granted. It's a big deal, especially nowadays. Of course, the Imperium are bickering again. The Miz says, I've heard you're looking for an opponent. I'm here. Looking all badass, by the way. He's not scared of Gunther. He knows what it's all about. He's been there. And Gunther gave us this vibe, like he feels like the Miz deserves to be in the WWE, but not in the ring against Gunther. I've heard people saying that they don't want to see this match again. I disagree. I feel like the second match is going to be even better. Will it beat Gunther versus Chad Gable? I doubt it, but I'm still interested in this rivalry. Then Seth Rollins came out, and obviously we heard some CM Punk chants. Rollins allowed it, but then said, I don't want to waste one more second of energy on that hypocrite. They're already planting seeds. How are people missing this? I don't understand. And then CM Punk calling WWE home. It's all kinda subtle. Let it play out. Just let it play out. He talked about wanting to defend the World Heavyweight Championship, how he made that championship the most prestigious championship in the WWE. And we see Drew McIntyre, so this was interesting. It seemed like Drew McIntyre is turning face again. He wants another title shot. Do you remember what you told me before our match? And if you guys forgot, he said that this time around, when you lose, you'll have no one to blame, and you losing is going to be the best thing that is ever going to happen to you. And man, I got worked. Drew McIntyre was all smiles, and it seemed like he understood that he made a few mistakes along the way. He wants another title shot. And the only reason he lost is because he showed Seth Rollins sympathy and empathy. He almost broke Rollins' back and thought about his daughter and all that stuff, so it was Drew McIntyre's fault for letting his guard down. This time it will be different. Seth Rollins, on the other hand, is not against the idea of defending the championship against Drew McIntyre. However, he feels like there are people who deserve it a bit more. So next week, I'm going to be defending the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw. Drew McIntyre, out of curiosity, who are you defending the championship against? By the way, just before that he said, I'm done with Jey Uso. I'm done with Jey Uso. Screw Jey Uso. I'm coming for what's important, the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm just gonna say it right here. It's Jey Uso. My man just switched. He headbutts Seth Rollins and, well, he actually hit the belt, which made the moment even better. My man was bleeding. I hope he's okay. So Drew McIntyre didn't change, you know? All you need to do is mention Jey Uso and it all comes back. How come Jey Uso is getting these opportunities that I'm not getting? But honestly, he worked me. I thought he is turning face. We see Jey Uso, we got a brawl between Drew McIntyre and Jey. So this segment was also really good, one of the highlights of Raw in my opinion. And then Sami Zayn confronts Drew McIntyre saying, why are you whining? All the bad things that happened to you happened to me as well. And he actually made a great point, like he mentioned 5 or 4 things and they did happen to Sami Zayn as well. You know, almost winning the championship but not because of the bloodline. And Drew McIntyre says, you're right, so I'm gonna start building myself up and I'm going to ask for a match against you. It's weird because I want Drew McIntyre to win the World Heavyweight Championship, but now we have so many over superstars, I can't even pick. Like, I don't know who I want to be the next World Heavyweight Champion. But the thing is, it's great. It's crazy how many over superstars we have in the WWE. Then we saw the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match, in which Chelsea Green and Piper Niven retained. All fine, but honestly, that's probably my least favorite thing in the WWE right now. Something that Triple H really needs to work on. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. During his promo, Randy Orton said he's going to take care of every single member of the bloodline. Jey Uso was like, yo, every single member, right? So look, I'm trying to change right here, right? Like, I'm sorry for what I did. And Randy Orton says, as long as you're not part of the bloodline, we're all good. So it seems like they're on the same page. backstage. Randy is lying, I believe. So we got Randy Orton versus Dominic Mysterio. The match was fine, but that's not what it's all about. Just seeing Randy back in action, that's really all I cared about. He attacked JD, we got Jelly Roll interfering. It was all fun, you know, it was just a simple match. And of course, seeing RKO is just so refreshing. I've missed this shit, man. Just lovely stuff. And then it was time for CM Punk. So let's talk about the promo. He says looks like hell froze over, obviously insinuating that it feels unreal that CM Punk is back in the WWE. This is me standing in a WWE ring on Monday Night Raw with a live microphone in my hand. It seems like some people kind of forgot about that. CM Punk is on Raw. Week 1. That's it. Just wait. Lately I've been feeling a little bit more like myself, ever since Saturday, which was a career highlight. He also claims it's hard to explain how he exactly feels, which is something that people need to understand as well. What do you actually say? You know, what do you say in that situation? He says, I've come to 2 words and I'm afraid to say them. I'm a little bit scared of how true these words are. He says, I've changed. He talked about how Dusty Rhodes told him that as long as you speak from the heart, you cannot go wrong. And that's the thing, man. Like, I know you can call him a hypocrite, I understand, but people change, opinions change, feelings change. I don't know how honest CM Punk was, but I partly believe in what he says. And this is the truth. I'm home. This was such a great line in my opinion. And people are obviously angry on social media, mostly AEW diehard fans. And like I've said, feelings change and you know, he felt like WWE is not the place for him. But once he made that return, he realized it is his home. Home ain't always nice. Well, this company is what made CM Punk. He said he didn't know how he's going to feel when he's going to make that return, but it made him feel like his old self. This is where I belong. I've been gone for 10 years and you guys still kept chanting my name. You didn't forget me when I wanted to forget me. This is another line that in my opinion says a lot. First of all, he doesn't need to acknowledge AEW, all of the bullshit that happened. This is all about the WWE. And one thing that he acknowledged right here is that yes, WWE fans always chanted his name. Forget about this AEW bullshit. Imagine if he never went to AEW and he said something like this. And he did acknowledge that he wanted to forget about the WWE by saying that he wanted to forget CM Punk in the WWE. He says he's back for the fans because he loves the fans, which I know is really corny. All I'm saying is, it's the first promo. Sink it in. CM Punk is back. That's all you really need. And him calling WWE home, that for me is the highlight. He says, I wish I could say I never had to leave, but a wise man told me, if you want to get everything you need out of this place, you need to leave and come back. And I hate to say it, he was right. That's another thing that wrestling fans kinda missed. What is that one thing that CM Punk is talking about? What is the one thing that CM Punk always wanted from the WWE but never got? One of the reasons why he had to leave. WrestleMania main event. I believe that is what CM Punk is talking about. So I've heard people saying, why is he not talking about what he wants from the WWE, his future plans? First of all, he doesn't know. He has no rivalries. He has no beef with anyone. He's new to the company. The tease from Rollins is all you need right now. We don't even have a pay-per-view in December. But I believe CM Punk just acknowledged the fact that he came back for the WrestleMania main event. He also talked about how everyone backstage showed him love, which I believe is somewhat of a reference to his AEW locker room problems, or at least that's one of the questions people had, you know, how are people in the WWE locker room are feeling about CM Punk coming back. I mean, the boy is controversial. He said someone even kissed him. I saw CM Punk's Instagram story, and it seems like we got a Kofi and CM Punk reunion, which is really nice to see because they used to be really good friends. Everybody said, we're happy to see you. By the way, how's AJ? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, AJ is fabulous and she sends her regards. I kinda pot, man. That is the next agenda. We need AJ Lee back in the WWE. Everybody welcomed me back with open arms. Almost everybody. I think this is where we start building Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Obviously, Seth Rollins' reaction to CM Punk's return was a work. So now they're building it. And he claims that people are afraid that the best in the world is back. Everybody tried to be the best in the world, but here I am. Everybody will have to come with the terms that the best in the world, in this ring, on this microphone, even on commentary, is back. And his name is, everybody chanting, CM Punk. So the more I listen to this promo, the more I like it. There are some things I would definitely change, but there's one thing you need to realize. All the goodies, all the shots are going to come from Seth Rollins. It's going to be from Seth Rollins, who's going to claim that CM Punk is a problem. He's cancer to the locker room. All these things are going to come from Seth Rollins. This promo was about CM Punk returning to the company. He also said, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. Which is not something that WWE would censor anyway, because they shared it on their social media. I look at it this way, it was just a return promo to say, I'm back home. And that's all you really need. Weeks after that are going to be a lot more interesting, because now he said the things that we expected him to say. What is he going to do next? Now we start with the rivalries. Now we start with the good stuff. So I believe people are overreacting no matter how you feel about this promo. These are my thoughts on CM Punk. Can't wait for next week. Maybe he will show up on SmackDown. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe if you already did. And the great one, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.